guys, it's
Hello.
Sue here,
I'm Tony.
and we're Sue Tony at Sea, cruising with Sue Tony at Sea.
Well, what are we going to talk about today?
Well, you've heard us talk about cruising style. Today we're going to talk about your room style, which adapts to your lifestyle the best. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about 5 different types of rooms. And these particular rooms are going to be on the Oasis style ships. In fact, it would be the Oasis, the Allure, the Harmony, and the Symphony of the Seas, all by Royal Caribbean. And these particular rooms we're going to talk about, we've been in all of them except one,
yeah.
which we'll tell you about that later. So the first room is the inside cabin. And for those of you whose cruising style is just fun, party hardy, you're just there to take advantage of the amenities of the ship.
And you're not going to be in a room that much anyway, so you just want somewhere to lay your head down, and then the rest of the time, you're out enjoying the ship.
And then that's probably the inside room is best for you. It'll be economic for you as well. The thing about that is it's completely dark. I mean, some people really don't like that because they can't see the outside. They don't know what time it is. They don't know if it's 3 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's what we have iPhones for. Tell us what time.
Well, anyway,
so
just
that's your
letting
basic,
you know that.
That's your basic room, and we stayed in that room. Whatever rooms have we stayed in?
So we've stayed in a room which I really liked called the Virtual Balcony, and that was on the Harmony of the Seas. It's only available on the Harmony and the Symphony. It's not on the Oasis or the Allure, just the Harmony and the Symphony.
We haven't done the Symphony yet, but we're looking forward to doing that one.
Soon, hopefully. We'll see. The Virtual Balcony is the best of both worlds. So you have the inside cabin. You can make it very dark. A lot of people like the darkness so they can sleep really well. But then during the day, you have the ability to turn on the Virtual Balcony. It even has curtains that looks like an actual balcony. So you know what's going on in the outside, if it's sunny, if it's rainy, and whatever. So you don't feel like you're cut off from the outside world.
So it's kind of a neat little gadget thing, but it's really nice, and the size of those rooms are really a nice size. So, I mean, it's 160 square feet, but that's still a pretty good size for an inside cabin, if you want to call it. But with the Virtual Balcony, it makes it, what it does, it has a camera like on the side of the ship or something, so you can see live time what's actually happening outside. So it's pretty neat.
And also, the rooms are quite large. They have what's called the Jack and Jill closets. So a closet on each side of the bed, one for him and one for her. There is a lot of storage space. The television is on the opposite of the bed, so you don't have to look to the side to watch TV if you're in bed, which I like, because my cruising style is I like to spend a lot of time napping. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so what's our next one?
Our next one is the Ocean View room. And there's a couple of different types of Ocean View rooms. You can have a normal Ocean View, which has your normal size of window, and you're able to see the outside.
Circle.
Sometimes there's a little circle, sometimes, but that one's usually the
Now, we happen to be in
oblong kind for
an
them.
interesting type of Ocean View room. It's at the very front part of the ship, and we will have a little video and some pictures to show you. It's the most...
It's the foremost front part of the ship.
That. So, and the window is really large, and you can actually, it's like you're driving the ship. So it's an interesting type of room, and it gives you a lot more extra storage space. So when you're looking to find an Ocean View room, you won't see the type of storage space that's in here because they just have one flat square footage. And so we'll show you some pictures of that, and it's kind of like a secret. I don't think not many people know about these type of rooms.
So, because right now we're currently on the Allure of the Seas, and we are on the Ocean View room, but it's in the very front of the ship. And we can see the helipad at the front, and you can actually see the tip of the ship, like what they did for Titanic, and, you know, that.
And we're so much in the front that at times the captain calls down to us and asks us for direction. I tell him, take it a little more hard right, to the left, especially when they're trying to dock. Sometimes they need a little extra help, and that's what these rooms are for. So I call up to the captain like, hey, you're getting too close. Slow it down, back it up. Maybe not.
Okay, so as I just mentioned, we're on the Allure. We're on the Allure of the Seas. The Allure was built in 2010. 2000?
No. Well, yeah, maybe. No, like 2000. Maybe 2010. I don't know.
All right. Well, anyway, it's a little bit older, so it does not have as much of closet space. It only has one closet that you share. There's not a lot of drawer space, so it was a little bit more of a challenge for us, because we have more clothes.
And so you can see on the Harmony of the Seas, they got it right. They made it more storage, and it's much more convenient. So.
Well, it's newer too. That's why
Yeah.
I'm saying the Allure is a little bit older. And also for the Ocean View room, in the front of the ship right now is very, very far from anything. So when you're talking about going to the dining room, we're in the front of the ship. All the dining is on the aft of the ship. So we've done a lot of walking.
Which is
this
good, because
cruise.
We've done a lot of eating this cruise.
Exactly.
So we have to work for our food because we got to walk to get there.
But it's good to know that if you're getting a room like this, if you have any challenges walking, or you don't want to walk that much because you're on vacation, it's good to know that as well. Or you may like it because you may want to walk that much. Okay, so we've gone through 2 styles of rooms. So the next style of room we're going to talk about is...
The Central Park.
Oh, no, 3. We've done 3 styles of room, sorry. We've done the inside room, the virtual balcony, the Ocean View, and now we're going to do the Central Park balcony.
Which is a very interesting type of room. Now, I'll talk about that. Now, that is like 182 square feet, and the balcony is 52 square feet. So it's a nice sized room, and it has all the same amenities as the Ocean View. But what they try to do to entice you to take one of these rooms, because it's not facing the water, it's actually facing the Central Park area, if you're familiar with that. And we'll show you some pictures of that as well. But the thing, how they try to entice you, they have what they call, what is it called? The, it's
amenities?
Well, it's called the perk package.
Yeah, not drink package.
Not drink package, but it's
Perk
called like a
package.
perk package to entice you to book these cabins. And so what they will offer is a free meal at Johnny Rockets or Jame's Italian restaurant or Sabor.
Which is their Mexican.
Which is the Mexican restaurant. But it's only for the lunch, not for dinner. It's for lunch. And they also will give you a complimentary bottle of red wine, free casino gaming lessons. And so they try to entice you to get in those rooms. And it was really nice. We stayed in it, and it was a nice size. There are some pros and cons. And that's why they offer those amenities. So what would you think some of the pros were? Or
Well,
you want to do the cons?
No, I like the fact that you could hear the live music from the Central Park. I also like the fact that when you were on the balcony, you didn't feel like you were going to be blown away. You didn't feel the outside air. But you did. I mean, you were outside, so of course you felt the outside air. But it wasn't strong, windy, and I liked that part.
I guess the only negative, they play music up to 11 o'clock at night. I mean, it's not bad, but it's the same music you hear over and over again. But most people are out of their rooms by that, and probably don't get into like 11. So it's not too bad. And so we really enjoyed that type of room.
only negative, remember, I like to take naps every day, so you can hear the pool music from the bedroom. And that was a little distracting. I would just put my earplugs in and it was fine, but just for those of you daytime nappers like me, it's important that you do that you know that sometimes you can hear the music playing from the pool when it's loud. So.
Okay. And so what's the next one?
So our last one we're going to talk about is, we were going to talk about the boardwalk balcony too.
Yeah, they do have the boardwalk. Now, we haven't stayed in the boardwalk balcony, but it's kind of like the Central Park. They try to give you some perks. And it's a drink perk that they give you. You can eat at Johnny Rockets. I think it's like one meal for up to 4 people. And then they give you the soda package, only for 2 guests staying in the room. And then there's like a family rock climbing session that they offer. So that's a little more. But those balconies seem to be nice because you can see things happening in the Aqua Theater. So, but we haven't stayed in that type of balcony, so we can't. That's about all we can say on that, and that's on the website if you want to check that out. Royal Caribbean's website.
All right, so the 5th type of room we're going to talk about is the outside balcony. And we recently stayed on the Allure, again, on an outside balcony. And they have the same dimensions as the Central Park balcony and the Boardwalk balcony, which is 182 feet, plus an additional 52 feet for the balcony. Now, on the Allure, again, because it's older, it doesn't have as much storage space as the Harmony or the Symphony would have because they're a little bit newer. But you have a beautiful view of the outside. And also what I love about having the outside balcony is if it's not too hot out, you can leave the door open a little bit. They're a little bit less strict. Before they would say, no, you can't do that. But at night, as long as you don't have your front door open, then if you leave the balcony open a little bit, you can hear the waves going, and I love that, and it allows me to sleep really well.
So I think we could confidently say, I guess, our cruising style would be an outside balcony where we can see and hear the water, and especially at night, we like to leave the balcony door open so you can hear the waves.
Is that what you would peg us as?
Yes, I think
Okay.
that's our cruising style. Balcony, ocean view. So
My cruising style is anywhere I have
Yeah.
a place to take a nap.
So anyway, that's just a little bit of information about the different type of balconies. Like I say, we've cruised on all the Oasis except the Symphony, and I think most of those rooms are about the same. So that gives you a good idea.
And for those of you who are thinking about doing a suite or a junior suite, I know you can find lots of information about those type of rooms, but we didn't see a lot of information on the 5 types that we talked about today. And I hope this helps with your decision on your next cruise. And please continue to watch us and subscribe to Cruising with Suitoni at Sea.
And if you would like us to do a report on a suite, we can start a GoFundMe account.
Send us
Send us
come
money
for
so we
that
can do a suite, and so we can make a YouTube video about that. So if you like our video, please subscribe.